When you were out there, you started in communications, you kind of evolved into a broader consulting.
Right.
What was the special sauce for you guys? What made you guys special and different than the other folks that were
Yeah.
on the field?
Before I jump into that, I think it would be helpful for me to kind of succinctly say, how I position myself,
Excellent.
is to really help organizations improve organizational culture and communication, um, to boost employee engagement, alignment, and performance. That's sort of the clinical way of saying it. When I get a little more poetic, I like to say that I help organizations build high performance cultures of trust where people love to work and customers love doing business. So that's a description of who I am. Now, your special sauce question.
Yes, sir.
Um, so I think about that in two ways. One is sort of what are the things that make me a little distinctive? Not unique, but distinctive. And first of all, is what I told you before. I was the head of corporate communications for a major international food company for about 10 years. So the kinds of things that I talk about, kinds of things I help organizations deal with, are things that I actually live. I haven't been a lifelong consultant out there with my consultant degree and out there telling people what they ought to do, not really understanding what they're going through to deal with that. And then the other thing is that I am the author of numerous articles and professional publications on the topic of communication and engagement. I can't even count how many times I made presentations at conferences around the country, and then the author of the business fable, Getting to the Heart of Employee Engagement. I like to say that I synthesize three things. I'm sort of a cross between a love doctor, and an organizational engineer, and an occupational therapist. How's that? Now, can you get that picture, Steve?
I can get that picture.
Right. Because success with this kind of work really requires what I call the right mindset about human beings and organizations, the right heart set about human beings and organizations, and then the right systems and processes and tools to put those principles and practices into everyday operation.